Hello, my name is Carl Freeman, and today I'm going to show you the first and basic programming program that pretty much everyone ends up writing for their first time. We're going to do it in Java, a object-oriented programming language, and the program we're writing today is just called Hello World. So to get started, saying that we already have our IDE and our project created, as you can see here, we went ahead and made a Java project down here. We want to go ahead and just start opening up with just like any other Java code with a class. We'll label this by using two of these little markers, which are your backslashes. Those are comments to create comment fields. They'll turn orange, but it'll never actually run in the program. It's going to be separate. It's more used to help organize and help other people read your code. In other words, you should always do it. So our class name, we want to go ahead and make it a public class. And we want to name it the same as our project there. Ultimately, we are creating a Hello World program, so that's what we're going to go ahead and name it there. And then we create these two brackets. The brackets are to create the body. Everything within the body, from bracket 1 down to bracket 2, is what's going to be ran inside the code itself. We then want to go ahead and create what we call a main method. A main method is the method that runs inside the body of the code. This is going to be our main. So it's the old, every program needs the main to run because the main is going to run everything else. But there are different types of methods, not all of them needing to be main. Usually you call a method to run a certain block of code, and you'd call it by your main method coding. But that's a little bit farther ahead, something you don't have to worry about right now. We're just creating an actual main method here. We're going to call it public static because it is public. Static because this is the only program that's actually going to use it. And we're going to say void because it technically doesn't have any return value. We'll type in main and then string args. Then we go ahead and we open up our brackets again. So everything will run inside this method. Inside this method, we are actually going to write just a basic print statement. Print statement is an execution statement. For this particular circumstance, we're going to use the print statement to actually make the computer talk. So we'll go ahead, print. Once we do that, you create your argument list. This is what you want it to speak out. We're actually going to want it to say a word, which we call string. So to do that, we put in quotations, and we're going to go ahead and say, hello world. And then you want to end it with a semicolon. Every line of code, which isn't the method there, ends with a semicolon. It's your break. It's to let it know that that's done, move on to the next line there. When we're at this point, we want to go ahead and we compile our code. Make sure we wrote it all correctly. Wait until it tells us that we have. Then we want to go ahead and run our code. And as you can see, it just responded to you. Hello world. Your computer has woke up. It's a Terminator. Now, if we were to have two print statements saying two different things, for example, let's say, hello Carl. And we run it. You notice how it won't separate it. Just keeps it as one. Even though we have two lines of code, doesn't mean it's going to actually portray it that way. A print is just going to be all in the single line. You're just telling the computer, hey, print this. To get around that is another print method called print line. If we go ahead and we type in print line, it's actually going to space it up for us, so we don't have to. It'll break it down into different lines of code, or different lines of execution, sorry, I should say. And, ta-da! Hello world, Hello, Carl. There you go. This is your basic main method, class, and print statements. You'll be writing these pretty much always and forever. I do hope you enjoy, and thanks for watching my show.